Hi, kindergartners. Today we are going to be making a monster under the bed wall hanging like this. And you're going to have your monster from last week, so make sure you find that when we get started on our project. But before we start, I'm going to do a shout out to all the kindergartners who sent me pictures for our wall of kindness. Up here we've got Elijah, who with his brother he's got like 3 envelopes here that he's sending out to his relatives of pictures and drawings that he did. Megan, who sent her picture of her monster to someone. And McKate, she sent her texture scavenger hunt to her aunt. She did another one. Let's see who else. Tanner sent his dragonfly picture to someone. And we have Perry down here who helped clean out her grandparents' barn. That took a lot of work. So that was really kind. We are at 294 acts of kindness. We just need a few more to make our goal. So I need you kindergartners to send me pictures of things that you are doing that are kind for your neighbors, for your friends, for your family that lives far away. Do something kind this week because this week is the last week that we're going to be doing our wall of kindness. Now, next week, I'm going to be putting all of these pictures up on the wall outside my classroom so that when you come to see your teacher and pick up all your items from your classroom, you can come down to my room and look at the pictures on the wall outside my classroom and see if we made our 300 goal. I think we're pretty close. If you send me a picture this week, I think we will make it. So let's get started on our project. Let me turn the camera so you know what we're going to do. Okay, you know all the things that we're going to need. Now this is going to be a big project because it's the very last project we're going to do for the school year. So we are going to combine all of the elements of art that we use this year. So you are going to need a piece of paper, a piece of colored paper. If you don't have colored paper, you can use white paper. It'll still work. Okay, you're going to need 2 strips of brown paper. It can be construction paper. It can be a paper bag if you want. You need 2 toilet paper rolls and one of them cut in half. A little piece of cardboard. Okay, you're also going to need some paint. Now, I hope you have paint at home. You can use poster paint, acrylic paint. We need the 3 primary colors because we talked about color this year and we need to include our primary colors. A plate, you can put the paint on. I've already put some paint on my plate. You're going to need your monster from last week and you need to cut him out. So I want you to do the cutting because you should be able to cut this out. Now, you do not have to cut inside these little zigzags unless you want to, but you can cut a circle around your monster, around your hands, and around your little cloud feet, okay? You're also going to need some tape and some pieces of yarn, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to create the blanket for your bed. And that's where the paint is going to come in. Now, if you don't have paint, you can do this with marker or with crayons, but it's going to be much more fun if you do it with paint. Okay. Now, I have cut this toilet paper roll in half because I want to be able to use 2 ends without getting my hands all messy. Okay, so I'm going to dip the ends of my toilet paper roll in my paint, and we're going to make some circles. We're going to create a texture with, I'm going to do red first. We're going to create a cool texture on the bedspread. Now I'm going to use my other toilet paper roll, and I'm going to do yellow. Now don't put them exactly on top of each other, kind of do them off center a little bit, okay? And now we're going to use the other side and do blue. Now when they overlap each other, they change into secondary colors a little bit. Okay, so now we've done some shapes. Let's do some lines. That's where our piece of cardboard comes in. Now I want you to paint, put this in your paint like this, back and forth, and you're going to make some vertical lines. Remember, vertical means up and down. You're going to do some horizontal lines, that's side to side, and some diagonal lines. Remember, diagonal means slanty. Now you have this other piece of your other toilet paper roll. We're going to flatten it out like this. Flatten it out. And we're going to make kind of a zigzag. So that means you're going to fold it over back and forth like this. So it makes kind of a zigzag. This is going to make a cool stamp when we put it in the paint. See, it makes kind of a W shape. So I'm going to put it in the red and make some of those. And I'm going to put it in the blue. And you can see where they crisscross. Here with some green, here we have some purple, making our secondary colors. And where red and yellow crisscross, they make orange. Okay, so now we have our blanket. We're going to have to let it dry. So you may have to wait tomorrow to cut this out. But this is a big project, so this may take more than one day. So let that dry. But I have one that I've already finished, so I'm going to show you what to do next. So you can stop the video and come back to this step because we are going to draw our bed, okay? So we are going to draw the pillow, which is a little bump. You can use a marker so you can see this. And then the blanket, which is just a slight bump like that, okay? So then we're going to cut off the top part. Now I want you to do your own cutting because you're getting ready to go into first grade. You've got to be able to do your own cutting. So make sure you cut along that line that we drew like that around his, okay? So now you have your bed. Now we're going to glue the posts to our bed. And actually, let's tape it so that we can get right to work, okay? So we're going to flip it over, and we are going to, let me move the camera so you can see better what I'm doing here. I'm going to put some tape on either side of our bedposts to the back of our bed, like that. You can glue it or you can tape it. It's up to you. Tape will be faster. Okay, so now we have our bed made. Now we're ready to put our monster together. Okay, here are the pieces for our monster. Okay, and we are going to, let me move the bed out of the way. We are going to put, uh-oh, I lost one of my hands. We are going to tape this yarn to the end of our monster in his hands, okay? So, let's get the yarn out. First thing we're going to do is we are going to tape the arms. So you need a fairly long piece of yarn that you can tape on the back like this, okay? And you're going to put a piece of tape right here, and then you are going to tape to the back like this. so that his arms will hang down. Put a piece of tape here. Okay, now we're going to do his feet. So we need another piece that we're going to tape at the bottom like this. Okay, so we'll put one piece of tape and make it long ways so that his feet are not right on top of each other. Okay, and so now we're going, there's my other hand, I was looking for it. Okay, so now we're going to tape his feet to the yarn like that. And we're going to put one smaller piece at the very top like this, because we're going to connect it to the bed. So we're going to tape it right there. Okay, and we're going to get our bed, and we're going to tape it to the bottom of the bed because the monster is under the bed. Remember in the story, he's trying to find a monster that lives under his bed. And then we're going to tape our last piece of yarn up here at the top in a loop so that we can hang it. Okay, so make kind of a V like that, and then put a piece of tape on either end like this. And so now we have our bed, then our monster, up his arms. His arms need to be taped on the side. So we're going to put one piece of tape on the front like this, and one piece of tape over here so his arms stick out on the side. And then you can see his feet right here like this. And then let me turn my camera so you can see it all finished. Okay, let me turn my camera around so you can see it all finished. I'll hold it up for you. Well, having problems. My camera's having problems. So it'll look like this. Okay, and you can send me a picture of you holding it up so that I can see it, and tell me who you're going to send it to, and I will put you on the wall of kindness. I hope you had fun. I sure am going to miss you. Have a super summer, and I will see you back in first grade. Okay, bye.